Highlights of the annual Enniscrone and District Agricultural and Industrial Show is brought to you in association with businessman Eddie Lavelle of Leeds, Mayo and Sligo. Fáilte Overculture, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Well, it's nice to be back in County Sligo once again for the annual Enniscrone and District Agricultural and Industrial Show. As you can see, it's a glorious sunny day here, much to the relief of the organisers and everybody involved with the show, as the weather has been very, very poor over the last few weeks.
The Charlotte, we're about to begin.
Hi Henry, well Kieran Connor is my name. I'm head steward here the last couple of years, right? So we have a cattle section here from pedigree cattle and commercial cattle. A lot of traditional breeds, Angus, Hereford, Shorthorn, commercial breeds like Simmental, Limousin, Charolais, and their pedigrees, and in the middle ring then we've commercial cattle. And so they're being judged here, various ages, and then we'll have a champion of all the breeds, and then we'll have an overall champion. And then within that, then we'll have best pair. Maybe a breeder will have 2 heifers and another guy will have 2 bulls or whatever. So it's we have a good few classes.
Yeah. And has there been good interest in the competition this year?
There has. I mean, you can look around the ring. We've a nice supply of cattle. The numbers aren't huge, but the quality is very, very good. And you can see a great crowd around the ring. So that's. And it helps that this thing is shining from the sky, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I just saw one of the judges here in the last competition there. What are they looking for? They look all the same to me.
Well, look, whether it's commercial or pedigree, in beef cattle, you're looking for rump structure, bone structure, those type of structures that'll carry meat, that'll carry your sirloins, that'll carry your T-bones, structure, chest width, and power behind, and rib cage, and just a generally good set of legs and feet. If they're going to carry a lot of meat behind them, they need good feet for walking. It's like ourselves, if we're overweight, our knees get sore, you know. These cattle need good feet and legs, you know, so that's what generally the judge is looking for.
Well, you certainly have a busy afternoon with that.
We have, for sure.
Well, we wish you well with it.
Thanks very much.
What made your sheep special?
Well, she's stylish ewe lamb and she's plenty of linter and power, and she'll be bred after full brother to Blessing champion last year.
Yeah. And this is your second year at the show?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And obviously it was worth coming to today.
Yeah. It's lovely going to the shows the day out and bring everyone out from the family and that.
And what kind of preparation would you have to do for sheep?
Get them washed and keep them clean and dry the wool and keep the white and make sure they're lovely and clean going into the ring and presentable to the judge.
And what does this win mean for you now? Commercially,
it's good for the flock going forward. Hope to help sell other animals in the future and all that. Yeah. That's what we'd hope for in us. We came first with our ram, aged ram, and we got first with a couple of ewes there too. So
it's been a good day out for you.
Good day out so far, yeah.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks a million, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm regional chairman of the Irish Shows Association, so along with that, this is one of my 5 shows that I look after. And it's only very near my home. It's only across the border. As a matter of fact, it's about 4 kilometres from our own show in Bunnyconner.
How do you think shows are going in general this year?
I think they're going very well, and I think it all goes down to the funding we're getting from the department. We got a good bit of money, nearly $1 million off Heather Humphreys, and that came in. That's improving the shows because they can bring in different events and able to afford it. Now, sometimes it's very hard for smaller shows to be able to to get the extra events in, because their money is tight, as you know yourself. Sponsors are always there, and I want to thank the sponsors of the country, because these things won't happen. But it's great to keep the local area alive, and you always need something like that, because it keeps the people busy as well. Because as you know yourself, when the committees are there, they're getting together and they're spending nights and nights, and you know, it's good. It gets people talking. We're in the day of the phone now, and in the day of the phone, people, it's all phone. But at least when you're organising something, you get out and you get the good out of people. Everyone will come out and help you, and all the local community comes in and help on a day like this. And of course, we're lucky here with the gods has been good to us with the weather.
The dog show is always a great attraction here in Castleconnor.
Well, this is the home industry section that covers cookery, baking, the tarts, crafts, Lego, art, photography, and we also have qualifiers for the All-Ireland Domestic Arts competition. So there were 6 competitors here, and 2 of them will go forward to the All-Ireland in Bunnycondon. We also have an afternoon tea competition. There were 2 in that, and they are also very successful.
Where do people come from to take part in this?
Well, really, they obviously the people from the locality, but from other areas as well, because people have a habit of going around to the different shows, and they like to bring their interests to, for example, if you're competing now in the qualifier for the All-Ireland Domestic Arts, you will actually have travelled sometimes because you're interested in going forward to the All-Ireland. So you go 40 miles, Galway, Donegal, you know, they're really not just from here. We have judges who come in and they judge our cookery, the cakes, the tarts. We have judges who come to the craft side, the photography and the art. Also the Lego, which is very popular with the younger people. And we have we have a special cup there is awarded for the overall competitor. We have judges who obviously judge the qualifiers going forward. So in every category there's a judge, really.
So it's the Show Jumping Ireland Summer League, and it's a league that would take place throughout a lot of regions throughout the country. Today is one of them. We have 4 classes. The horse is 90, metre 10 and metre 20. So we're on our second last class here today, the 110. And this class actually, there's a cup kindly sponsored by the Frank Mullen Memorial Cup, which the winner will receive today. Fabulous new cup. There'll be 6 placings. So the first round they jump, they have to go clear, and then the second round they have to jump a second clear, and the fastest time will decide the winner.
And that's going to take place here?
This will take place, yeah. We're actually in the middle of it at the moment, so we're just waiting on one more to jump. So the top 6 placings, which time will decide the fastest time.
So what happens those show jumpers and the horses then following this competition? If they're part of the league, do they go on to something else?
Yeah, so every weekend there's always a show, probably 2 shows, maybe Saturday, Sunday. So next weekend we're in Ballina. I think the Summer League is part of that as well. So it's a local show. A lot of the same riders will be probably competing in it. So then the following weekend I think we're in Crossmalina. So a lot of local shows at the moment, yeah.
And is there good interest in competitions like this for young horse riders?
Yeah, there is. Great. Yeah, it's great. Not too many shows you would see jumping on grass. There's only the few left, the few local shows. You have like the Enniscrone with Deesky last week. We have Crossmalina. We have Eris coming up. So there's about 5 or 6 local shows that still jump on grass, but most of them would be jumping on sand. So to see an agriculture show like this still going, it's great.
congratulations on being selected the show queen here at the Enniscrone show.
Thanks, Ian.
How did that come about?
Yeah, so I was in the Lady of the Moy competition last year, so I got to meet a lovely girl named Michelle Cunningham. She's the one who introduced me to the show, and she's like, give it a go, and then I won it.
And you're from Foxford?
I'm from Foxford, yeah, just out the road.
And who's with you here?
Yeah, so this is my rosebud Freya everyone. So she's she's showing me all around the place today, so she's mighty today. Great asset.
So how does it feel to be the queen of the show?
Amazing. I mean, it was such a shock when I won because I don't win anything. So when my name got called out, it was just amazing just to be this year's queen and be involved in the show and the community of Castleconner.
A new feature at this year's show was lawnmower racing, which attracted great interest. Welcome back to part 2 of the programme, where top folk group Rula Boolia and country star Jerry Guthrie entertained the crowds for the afternoon.
Yeah, great to be back in Enniscrone. We were here years ago, but first time at the show, great weather, so hoping for the best now.
And for an outdoor audience like this now, do you have to do a special programme for a day like today?
I suppose we give them a taste of what we're all about as Rula Boolia, so a bit of everything, try to get them up singing and dancing and jumping around and having the crack anyway, so that's our main goal, always. I'm from Tullamore myself, County Offaly. This is Sean Burke, banjo player, he's from Nina, County Tipperary. Jack Godley plays percussion with us from Tullamore, County Offaly. Niall Kelly on guitar, he sings and he's from Westmeath, and we've Mr. Carl Guinan on fiddle, he's from County Offaly as well. So we're based around the Midlands,
You've been together now a number of years. One particular song I think surprised everybody was Mania, which recently I just looked it up there, over 1 million hits on YouTube, quite extraordinary.
Yeah, probably surprised us as well. We said we'd give it a go one night, sure, it's kind of the second national anthem around Ireland, you know. So we gave it a go, threw a banjo on it and our own style, and yeah, it took off. It's going well on Spotify. There's over 5 million plays and that. So yeah, it's going great, thankfully. Summer's been great to us. Like all the local festivals around Ireland are kind of having the Irish folk night as well. So we're getting a good old turnout of that, playing for some great audience around the country. So it's brilliant. And all ages crowds coming out. Everyone seems to love it. So as long as it's going, we'll keep going anyway.
Henry, it's great and we're blessed with the weather, you know. I'd say this is probably the best day of the summer so far, and here we are back in Castleconner in a Enniscrone show again. It's just brilliant to be here.
And the dancers loving your music here today.
But you know, if you take the dancers out of it, the fun goes over really, doesn't it? I think for a show like this, like the fact that they go to the trouble of putting down a dance floor to have a competition, it's brilliant. And it brings them from all over. There was youngsters here from Leitrim, Belmullet, which is not a short journey from here, either of them. And it's just brilliant to have them all here, hopping around the floor.
And of course, not over for you today either, because you're heading off again now somewhere for tonight.
Heading off again tonight, the boys will take the gear down and we'll get down the road as quick as we can. That's all just part of what it is, you know. Yeah. At this time of the year, make hay. That's what it's about, you know.
Yeah. And you're busy with the festivals and that.
We're very busy, yeah. Festivals this time of year kind of take over. As you know, we run a lot of weekends. We have 4 or 5 weekends in Ireland every year.
You've one here actually in Enniscrone.
We do, yeah. It's always a sellout and a big weekend for us. And now we've started taking a Jerry Guthrie weekend to Scotland a couple of times a year, which has proven to be really popular over there as well, because a lot of the Scottish people, especially in the Highlands, they're big into Irish country music. So we're getting our share of it everywhere, Henry, and we're in a good place. It's good.
Now you hear mixed reports about the dancing scene. There seems to be less and less venues out there as well. Is that particular aspect of the music business, is that going through a bad patch, do you think?
Well, you know, you'll get a bit of negativity in every, I suppose, aspect in every kind of business. In our business, it's always been changing as long as I've been in it, Henry. Things have been changing. Venues closed, venues open. We have 2 brand new Sunday nights after opening in Ireland at the minute. Sligo Park is one of them.
Yeah.
We were in it last weekend. It was stuffed. The Longford Arms, and as well as that, an odd one in Ashbourne. But there are 3 Sunday nights that weren't there, you know, we'd say 6 months ago. So they're all helping. I mean, it just needs new blood all the time. I think we need a few new acts. And like those young people out dancing there today, that's what's going to keep us going.
Yeah.
But in general, to answer your question, I think it's going pretty well, considering all we came through over the last 2 years, because the COVID thing accelerated a lot of stuff on a little bit. So we're in a good place, I think, you know, but it'll take a bit of work.
One other thing I want to ask for, your new single, I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. How did you come across it?
I'll tell you how I came across it. A man you'll know well, and a lot of your viewers know, a fella called Martin Cleary. He's a lead guitar player, steel player, probably the most notable one in the country, really. And Martin, during the COVID carry-on, Martin sent me this song. It was just a YouTube link of a guy sitting in his house playing it on a keyboard, just singing it. That was all it was. And Martin said, I think you should look at this. So we did, and got up to Jonathan Owens with it. He did a great job and produced it, you know, gave it its own sound, our kind of sound that we're delivering live as well, you know. And it's just working, and when you see the dancers hopping up, it's a good sign for our kind of thing. You know?
It's getting great airplay all over the country.
It is, thank God, yeah, in every corner. We have a brand new video for which is just out at the moment as well, so all them little things help, you know.
Great. Well, continued success, Jerry, and great to see you here.
Henry, thanks very much. It's great to talk to you as always. Thank you.
Ever since the first night that we met, I have memories I never will forget. You would be my forever love, I knew, 'cause I couldn't get my mind off you.
We caught up with the chairman of the show, Jerry Corley, who was a very happy and relieved man today.
Jerry, you must be both relieved and happy today.
Happy? You couldn't explain how happy we are, because if you were here Friday evening and seen the rain running down the road and running through the fields, you couldn't believe this could happen today, you know. And then thank God yesterday was fairly good, but today is exceptional, you know.
Yeah. Because the weather forecast wasn't even predicted to be good for today.
It wasn't good for today, no, but I don't know where it came from, but it's fantastic, you know. It makes all the difference to the show.
Yeah, and you can see it already, of course. Obviously, the numbers must be way up as well because of the day and the weather.
I don't know yet, but I'd say it's the biggest show that ever was in Enniscrone, you know.
Yeah.
I'd say it would be, definitely, but we'll have a look at that tomorrow and see what happens.
Now, one of the things I noticed about this year, you've moved from your original site across the road to a new site. Was there a particular reason for that? It seems to be working well, by the way.
Well, we had down there where the cattle and sheep are, and then we had all the stuff on this field, all the entertainment we had across the road. So we decided to move it over. This is a drier field, and it's a safer field, you know. We're not crossing over and back over the road, you know.
And it seems to be compact as well.
It's a lot more compact. It's all together now, so you know. Last year it was a bit scattered out, you know. But
now I know you've all the favourites here today: the show jumps in, the cattle, the sheep, the dog, everything. Entertainment-wise, of course, you've brought back, of course, Balnazzo and Jerry Guthrie, and you've Rula Buddha here for the first time.
Rula Buddha's on stage there now, and they seem to be going down the treat too, But Jerry was on earlier, and he had a great following, you know. Always does.
And you had the dance floor packed.
The dance floor packed at all times. That's all that matters.
One of the new aspects I've seen at the festival, which I haven't seen anywhere else, was lawnmower racing. So where did you come across that?
That's the first year it was here. I don't know. They've been honest about it. They were in Erris last year. And one day they phoned up here themselves and asked, would we take them on? And we did. They were fantastic,
and they're proven to be a big attraction.
Big attraction, yeah. They're very good.
Yeah, and you've also introduced another Thomas the Tank little
train, Thank God he kept going anyhow. We were worried there for a while, would he be able to pull everybody, but
so you
two carriages.
But two trains operating now on the side.
Yeah, so there's two of them there going all day. So hopefully all the kids had a great time, and we have this area here for the kids. It's a big attraction, where they all come in and you pay a £5 and then you can get stamped and you go in and out all day long.
And obviously your sponsors and and your committee are all very happy with the way it's turning out.
Yeah, only for the sponsors, you know. As I said before, every year they come on board and it's fantastic, you know, how they keep supporting it every year, and it's getting bigger and better, as you can see yourself.
Yeah.
It has got much bigger since, I think you were here in 2017, were you?
Yeah.
It's a big change since then, you know.
Big change.
And I'd like just to mention there that the main sponsor, John Cregan.
In New York.
New York, yeah. He's very good. He's sponsored the last 2 years now, and hopefully he'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
We'll keep at him anyhow.
Yeah, well, when you see the crowd and the atmosphere and the amount of things that are on here, I obviously he'd be very happy with it.
Oh, very happy. Jesus, it's unbelievable, you know. Last night, you know, you're looking at the sky every minute to see where the clouds are. And as you said, it wasn't promised, so I don't know where it came from. God must be a show, man. I'd just like, before I finish, to thanks all the exhibitors, all the sponsors, all the stewards, everybody, anyone that gave any little help in any way, it's much appreciated.
Love it, and we look forward to meeting up again with you next year, and nice weather again, and even a better event.
I'd just like to remember Eddie Lavelle. Eddie sponsors this every year for the TV Ireland, and I'd like to say thanks to Eddie.
Mark, you're here. We're here at Muddy Burns here. This is your venue. You've been here about 24 years now.
24 years, yeah, Henry, and thanks be to God, it's gone from strength to strength, and we started doing food, and the food is flying for us, and we have a great community around us, to be honest with you. As you can see from the Enniscrone show today, all the people come out of the woodwork for the last week and help out. Everybody helps out, and thanks to everyone in Castleconnor and beyond for helping out today and making today such a successful day. It really means an awful lot to the whole parish, because it's like a mehel of years ago. They all come out and just come along and say, what do we want to do? It's brilliant. And it's great for Muddy Burns, and we've always been a supporter of the Enniscrone show anyway before it came to Castleconnor, but it's been a great success story since it came to Castleconnor, and this year we added the show jumping and all that, and now we have a show dance tonight, and we're going to have the duets, I think it is, yeah. Jerry Curley is our chairman, and he's a great man, and he's brought us all together here, and it's wonderful. It's a great atmosphere today and tonight, and even for the last week, and the week after all the party's over tonight, we'll have another week coming to tidy up all the stuff, and it's a great thing for the parish to all get come together and help out, and it's a great thing.
Well, once again, congratulations to Jerry Corley and his hard-working committee on an outstanding and very successful 2024 show. A special word of thanks to our sponsor, Eddie Lavelle, and we look forward to your company next week at the same time. So until then, slán go fóill. Highlights of the Enniscrone and District Agricultural and Industrial Show was brought to you in association with businessman Eddie Lavelle of Leeds, Mayo and Sligo.